Greetings, everyone, and welcome to day 380. As is becoming our habit, we are under full air alarm again. Early this morning here in Ukraine, it is nonstop. There are MiG-31s flying the perimeter borders of Ukraine right now. They are loaded. Naval positions are active again in the Black Sea. And once again, the pressure stays on Ukraine. Will there be another mass attack? You never know. But what I can tell you is right now, you can see out the window behind me, Ukraine is on full air alert. If I was to open the window, you would hear the air alarms ripping right now. A couple of things today that are absolutely in conjunction with this war in Ukraine. If you follow my updates and our updates from our great team, you've heard it many times that this is more than just a war about Russia invading Ukraine, but we are pushing quickly to World War III. I'm not a warmonger. I don't want World War III, but we at least have to analyze and look at what's happening. Two main things have happened today while the West has been sleeping. First of all, Lloyd Austin, the Secretary of Defense for the United States, just made a statement a few minutes ago in Israel, declaring openly and clearly that Iran would not be permitted to get to the next level with nuclear weapons.
The United States will not allow Iran to acquire a nuclear weapon. Now, Iran's destabilizing actions are not just a threat to Israel. They are a challenge to the region and to the world.
Of course, many in Israel and many others around the world, especially in this region, are taking it as an approval for Iran to be struck by Israel and for Israel to have free reign to do what it needs to do to eliminate that nuclear threat. Once again, I remind you, you have the Iran-Russian friendship. Not even a friendship, a partnership. And now the heat comes from the United States, from Israel against Iran. What will be the response? Well, I can tell you right now, we're under a nationwide air alarm this very moment. Secondly, China. The world has been waiting to see if Xi Jinping would be reelected for his third term. Of course, we knew it would happen, but now it has officially happened. So there you see Xi Jinping reelected, and now this relationship that is developing between China, Iran, and Russia is on a firm footing. Leadership in place, lines are being drawn in the sand, and we will see the development, the partnership, economically and military-wise, between China and Russia continue. That's what's happening right now in this region of the world, and every piece of it affects this war in Ukraine. Out on the streets of Ukraine, and I've just shown you a few images there of just the patriotism and the solidarity here in Ukraine. Some images of the flag and a beautiful blue sky today here in Ukraine. And of course the sign there with that beautiful message. I want to jump back over to the topic of the day and the stream purpose of the day, and that is to watch out. Watch out, world. While the Defense Secretary for the United States is in Israel making his statements, as I showed you earlier, while Xi is being reelected as president of China today, as Benjamin Netanyahu is in Europe making some statements and having meetings, and we can see that the whole world is coming together. And it looks like there's going to just be a collision. While all of that is happening today, in quietness, probably not on any American news or other news around the world, but let me tell you just what happened and is breaking here in Ukraine. Iran and Russia have signed an agreement for the importation of Su-35 planes from Russia into Iran. Many people may say, well, we're giving Patriots, we're giving tanks, the Leopards are coming, few have come in. But it takes months and months and months for any aid to get to Ukraine. Most of it's not here. But the agreement that today was agreed upon for the Su-35s is not with a 6-month or a 12-month delivery, but Russia will be delivering Su-35 planes into Tehran within 2 weeks. Folks, don't sleep on this. Trying to help you understand. I'm here, I've worked in this region for 26 years. Do not sleep on this. The world is heading for a major collision right under our noses. And the thing that we can do best to help is to share, to tell people, to pay attention, to write your senators, to do whatever you think you need to do. But for sure, be aware of what's going on and not naive. The world's in a very precarious position right now. It got a lot tougher just about an hour ago. As we're moving through this day, something special just happened that I have not experienced since I've been in Ukraine. I've been here almost for 5 months of this war, in and out a couple of times. Soon, rotating out for a rest to see my family. Of course, we will continue the streams and the updates and even grow them more and more and more. A couple of days I'll need to take off to rest and re-energize, but we'll get to that in a couple of days when it's time for that. But today, for the first time ever, I have experienced something. I'm showing you now on the screen an alert that came over every mobile phone system in Ukraine simultaneously about 30 minutes ago. Received a message, and you can see it there written in the Ukrainian language. Let me translate it for you. Basically what it says is this: please be aware Russia has increased its attacks, its information war, its propaganda. Do not fall for the mess. Do not fall for the scams. Do not fall for the misinformation. We stand for Ukraine, and we're here to tell you the truth. That is the first time, and that was a mass text alert. The information war is raging. And today, for the first time, I saw a message like that come across my phone. And folks, that's what I'm here for, to tell you the truth and share with you exactly what's happening in Ukraine and what we can do to be a part, stand together. And when I mean a part, not separate, but a part of the solution. So please, like the video, share, subscribe, tell your neighbors, do anything you can. Give. Our links are in the description below. We thank you for helping. But this is a war on many fronts. Yes, a war against Russia. Russia, the aggressive nation, the invaders. But there is also, as Zelensky himself said, Ukraine fighting a war against corruption, and they're cleaning their nation up. It's a good thing. Thirdly, there is the information war. Ukraine is losing that war. Not even close. But today, this alert came out. And people like me, which are very few, that are here translating things in English, speaking in English every day, telling the world what's going on. That's what we can do. So, the battle rages on many fronts. Thought that would be interesting for you guys to see around the world. This is what's happening in Ukraine. So tonight, sign off. I wish you a great evening, a good rest, and we'll see you tomorrow night, day 381. Be blessed. Good night from Ukraine.